So today, here I am with Leo, Natalia from Russia. We are going out to an abandoned place near the town of Our Hungary Quirrell. I'm always looking for some kind of thing different. 10 years ago I came out here and I was curious about this abandoned railway station. So now here I am years and years later to find out what's really here and if it has any use for us. Do you feel scared because you're in rural Mexico?
Oh no.
The guy you don't even know?
Not at all.
Me neither. There's nobody out here except maybe some burros and old guys. I do notice a couple things. We just have gotten to the train station. There wasn't a lot of good places to park. I did park my van here. You can actually walk here from the Bosque because the road from Aranga passes the same train tracks. We found over here is a roof with a building with no roof. And a lot of these rooms here are filled with plants. So if we wanted to turn these into a place we could use for something, we would have to come in with a machete and clear it out. Also in this spot there's 3 cisterns, small cisterns. It could be used for storing water. It could be that they used to be water storage or perhaps for fuel of some kind. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. The tracks here that go off to the actual station veer out of the way and they're completely grown over. I'm not sure why we would clear those ever. We don't have a train.
No.
So
I got a train, but it's not in Mexico yet.
So, yeah. And the road does continue further north from this spot, and I don't know where that one goes. That might be fun to explore sometime or look on Google Earth. Well, let's walk on and see what else there is here.
Yeah.
Oh, and you GPS'd it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're as usual using our Garmin GPS to write down the points we find so later we can look at them on Google Earth. Got a little rustic fire pit over here. Well, this is our first interesting building, I'd say. It's a big round building, quite tall, full of a bunch of bugs and humidity. I think we should, if we were going to do anything with this building, we'd make it less scary. I think it's a little bit scary, not very scary. But we'd probably get up on the roof and find out how the water's getting in here and make it dry out. I think that would be a good idea. Perhaps putting glass block in that, like covering that with glass. So water still comes in. Anyway, it could be cool. The acoustics in here are great. This might be good for some kinds of performance, no?
For singing?
For singing.
Yeah.
I've heard of singing. And the outside looks like this. It's all around. To get up there, you'd either have to be really good at climbing this eucalyptus tree, or we'd have to bring a really tall ladder. It's unclear yet whether we could actually drive the van in here or not. So, one thing I definitely don't think we should do is park near the tracks, because these tracks are actually in use, and the trains can be kind of wide, so you wouldn't want to get your car hit by a train. Every time I hear about that happening to somebody, I'm like, how could they be that dumb? So my goal is to make sure I'm not the guy who's that dumb.
It's really old. There's some graffiti was there. It's not graffiti.
Kettle was here.
So this building is a little more interesting. It's somewhat grown over, and there's an upper story to it, but no way to get there. So it's got 2 roofed areas and some cows, it looks like, have been hanging out in there. So this could get cleaned up and be a great place for a picnic or something. But I would be curious how to get to the upper story. Looking at this more carefully, it does appear that the van can cross right here on these tracks and could drive all the way down there to the round building and the largest building.
I don't